Sergeant Osborne pushed her over into the wall to get her to stop moving around. And when he did that, I think they kind of tripped over each other, but it really wasn't like a big, you know, he still got her to the wall. Whenever that happened, I guess Sergeant Johnson thought that she was fighting with us and she wasn't, and he came in aggressively to try to grab her.
When the incident started, we had actually, I'd gone in the cell and started trying to handcuff her. Began to struggle and fight a little bit. I had pushed her up against the wall to gain control.
At this point, what's going on?
Sergeant Osborne goes in, and it appears that maybe she might be wanting to give him some trouble, and he puts her up against the wall. And Ramos enters right there, and then Johnson will enter.
When he was pushing her through, he had her arms up and was putting stress on her shoulders. And she was screaming that she was getting hurt, that it was hurting. He pushed her into the east female wall, and at one point I thought she hit her head on the wall, but I think the window that we have there's kind of like an area, space between the wall and the window, and I think that's what helped miss that part of her forehead. Once I got the door open for east female, he shoved her through there and I lost my hand on her.
Yeah, the way that Ms. Christensen was escorted out by Sergeant Johnson and also Officer Ramos at a point had her arms on the inmate, the way she was escorted out of the cell. In my opinion of viewing the video, I don't see her being, I mean, she kind of turned on Osborne, but Sergeant Osborne isn't a little guy, and there was 2 and 3 there with Sergeant Johnson. This inmate weighed 115 pounds. To me, the way she was escorted out of the cell was inappropriate by the way that she was led out with her arms extended excessively behind her. Sergeant Johnson, I believe Ramos opens the door, and then Sergeant Johnson takes her up. So when they exit out of the housing unit, he basically throws her up against, it's like there's a window frame